It is 9 a.m. on Monday. You have an option today. You can do a 200-meter run. If you happen to have a rower, you can do a 250 row, or you're going to do 0.12 of a mile if you're doing a run keeper. And if you don't have those things, you're going to do 1 minute of jumping jacks, jump rope, or scissor jumps. It can be up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. Hold on 1 second. All right, are you ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, begin.
Hey, where's Clay been? I hadn't really seen him.
Yeah, I think he's working out, but he has slipped disc. Like
Oh, yeah.
before the lockdown happened, he was I don't know what the term is, but jujitsu, you know what I mean? Like he does the grappling or whatever, you know what I mean? And I guess, well, it was two things. Right before that was he had like a bicep strain, and he said, I guess, because, they're in lock-off position all the time, and then if someone jerks them out, it can tear them up.
Yeah.
You have 1 minute. You have about 10 more seconds, Brian. And then I believe his lower back had been, like, because I know he had talked to me about his lower back bothering him, but I guess something happened that just totally made it, you can go ahead and stop.
Yeah.
Like unbearable. He went and got that checked out. And so before the lockdown occurred, he found out that I think it was like 2 slip discs by some millimeter number.
I remember that now.
Yeah. So I think he's been doing his own thing. He said he's been doing a lot of running because I guess it's the only real thing you can tolerate. You know what I mean? Because he hasn't touched a barbell, at all. So
How do y'all think it's going to be whenever it does open back up? You think a lot of people are still going to stay away? Or most people come back?
I would say
y'all talk to most of the people, huh?
Yeah, I think in the end, as long as we're cautious and think about like the social, like give you your 6 feet of space, you know what I'm saying? Like don't try to pack a class, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can permit that. And I think ultimately if we can show that we're going to be safe and we're not going to be ignorant about this, you know what I mean? I think for the most part, everybody will return. There'll be a handful that can't. Like Summer, her husband's had a heart transplant. She can't come back right now. She can't risk it. You know what I mean? So there's some that just can't risk that, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I think, yes, as long as we're wise about it, they'll come back. Okay, guys, we got 4 sets or 4 rounds. We're going to start with 3 inchworms. You're just going to walk it out to plank, then walk your hands back to your hands. So I'll cue you through as we knock them each out because it's a little bit of a list. So let's start with 3 inchworms. Then we'll go into 2 crab bridges with a 10-second pause at the top. 2 crab bridges with a 10-second pause. Then you have 10 push-ups with a reach. And if you did do the burpee challenge, I'm going to give you full permission to do 10 bird dogs. It's up to you. So if you feel like you got the pushing power and you're not overdoing it, do 10 push-ups with a reach. Otherwise, do 10 bird dogs. Good. After that, you're going to go into 10 squats with a 2-second pause at the bottom. Good. 10 squats with a 2-second pause. Beautiful, Audrey. And to be honest, Brian, Melanie is going to be so strategic with this that I pretty much would trust any plan of action she decides to go with. You know what I mean? Oh, you got me muted. Yeah. Melanie doesn't do anything without being very calculative, and I don't even know if I use the right word, but she researches and finds out the safest route for all of us, I promise. You know? Good. We're going to go into our second round of that, starting with 3 inchworms. Then we go into 2 crab bridges with that 10-second pause, followed up with 10 push-ups with a reach or 10 bird dogs. And then you're going to go into 10 squats with a 2-second pause in the hole.
I just want a damn haircut. That's all I want is a haircut. I'll pay somebody $100.
You know who you should reach out to? Is PJ.
Really?
I think PJ's husband cuts hair.
I thought he was real estate or something.
He's a jack of all trades, apparently. So
Reach out to the few buddies of mine's wives that I know that like cut hair, like and they won't do it. They're like, oh,
really?
children. And I'm like, really? Well, how are those?
I don't know. I mean, you know, like I'm sure there's. I don't know if he works for a salon. I honestly don't know any of that. So I could see if they possibly work for a salon. Maybe that's like a, you know what I mean, a legality thing. You know what I mean?
I know somebody in Dallas that will do it, and I'm tempted to drive to Dallas to get a haircut.
Right.
Seriously.
I need some major maintenance. I'm not gonna lie. You know. Thankfully, though, I've been pretty low key on that end of the scale all my life. So at least I don't feel like I'm missing out. I do have a few friends that do feel this way. They're like, "Oh, girl, salons need to open soon," you know?
Yeah.
Good, Audrey. And then we're gonna go into our third round of that of 3 inchworms, 2 crab bridges with that 10-second hold, 10 push-ups with the reach, and then 10 squats with a 2-second pause.
My grandma is 86 and she won't go anywhere, but she will go to the salon in Rosenberg who's opened up illegally, 1 customer at a time.
Yeah.
Take that chance to get her hair done.
Oh.
She will die if she doesn't get her hair
done. Yeah. You said she's 86?
Yeah.
That's sweet. I think if I am blessed to live to be 86, I'd go get my hair done too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd go get my hair done too.
I think she's gonna do May and not be around anybody.
Yeah.
She hasn't been around any of us. And then June, she's like, look, if it's still, I'm just gonna do it. If I get and die, whatever.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. And you know what? I think that tends to be like the divider. You know what I mean? Of like, I'm willing to risk it. That's me. That's my decision. You know what I mean? I find the ones that say, no, I'm not willing to risk it. They have someone in their family they're usually trying to protect. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's someone in their circle that they're like, I have a grandmother or a grandfather or whatever. Or I do have a friend that has a special needs son that I think he has, lupus. No, not lupus. I think he's too young. I can't remember what it is. Some autoimmune disorder. And of course, you know what I mean? They don't want to risk it with him. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, if you got some high probability,
like you're vulnerable. Yes.
I get it, but yeah.
For me, Brian, it is the fact that I am the captain of my ship here. If I got sick, who's going to take care of me or my children?
Hey, I'm in the same boat.
You know what I'm saying? So I really can't afford to get ill, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have 4 complete rounds of that. So I think you're wrapping up your third and then going into your fourth.
I mean,
You know, that's why I take the extra precaution. And plus, like I said, just out of like respect for my neighbor, I know too many people that do have highly vulnerable family members that I just don't want to contribute to that circle. So if I can protect from passing it around, if I do have it, or you know what I mean, if I am a carrier or whatnot, then I'm going to do that. It's a simple thing for me. It's not really, I don't overthink it to that degree. You know what I mean? I wash my hands. I wear my mask when I know I'm going to be in enclosed areas.
I mean, like on here in 3 weeks, Memorial Day weekend, I'm flying to Montgomery, Alabama.
Are you?
I got to go through Dallas, Charlotte, all over to get there now.
Yeah.
Like they canceled a bunch of the flights. So literally it's like, I'm like the airline called me and like, look, we'll give you a discount because your flights now are, because I'm not going to a major destination.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm willing, you know, they said they're going to make everybody on American wear masks starting May 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wear a mask and they're going to space everybody out. So, you know, I'm not going to be up in somebody's grill.
Right. I fly in June. Yeah. I'm flying to Denver, Colorado in June. You know?
I don't know.
All right, guys, when we're done with that, I know, Miss Audrey, you're probably finished with your 4th round. You're going to do 10 big arm circles forward and 10 big arm circles backwards. Good. And then we're going to do 10 crisscross. I want you to really, especially Audrey, after all the burpees, like really let your arms come out and open up that chest. Good. Then you're gonna grab either your towel or your rope or your band. And I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do today. So when you're done with your crisscrosses, you can have a seat and you're gonna grab your towel or your band. You can sit on your bottom or sit on your heels, whatever's more comfortable for you. It doesn't matter, honestly. The goal is, if I started with my left, so this is my left, I bend it behind my back, I would love to clasp my hands and we're gonna hold for 30 seconds. If you cannot hold your hands and interlace them behind yourself, you're gonna use the band or the towel. You flop it behind you, you take the opposite, and you're gonna hold. I wanna think about keeping my head neutral. I don't wanna round my back. I wanna stay tall, and I want to feel the stretch. So for me, I feel it in the down arm, the one that's bent behind my back, up in the front. So I'm actually gonna pull just a little bit from the top portion so that I can feel more of that stretch. And we're gonna hold 30 seconds on one side, and then we'll switch and do 30 seconds on the opposite. All right, get into your position. 3, 2, 1, and hold. I'm actually gonna do this with you because I am mucho tight. But yes, I fly to Colorado in June.
Yeah.
And I did contact my Airbnb and was just like, you know, like I'm at your mercy. So whatever you decide, I'm good with. You know what I mean? You just need to tell me. All right, let's switch sides. We're gonna do the same thing. In 3, 2, 1, hold. Ooh, this side's much tighter.
They said if you're sitting like in the same row or like within one seat on the other side of the aisle from somebody that's sick, you have an 80 to 100% chance of getting it. But other than that, if you're distance further than that from somebody sick on a plane, you have a 1% chance.
Yes.
So
go ahead and come on out of it. The best practice is distance. I'm not saying like stay at home. I'm just talking distance, proximity, and washing your hands. Like that is your best practice, is maintain distance from people and wash your hands. Okay. Well done. Now let's talk about the workout Spoon Man.
oh.
Today, I'm actually going to share the screen so you can actually see the WOD. All right. Can y'all see this, friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
So
just moving because my computer is in the sun. It's too hot.
Oh, yesterday I coached the CrossFit Kids class in my backyard. I pretty much guessed because the sun blinded it. You know what I mean? I couldn't see anything. All right. So Spoon Man today, RX female and RX male is 10 rounds for time. If you want to scale that down, you would do 8 rounds, and health would be 6 rounds. So Melanie, Mark, and Amber all did 10 rounds for time. Honestly, I feel that considering the 2 movements, this is something everyone could do 10 rounds of. Now, with that being said,
it'll take me 7 years to do.
No, it would not. But listen. So this is what I'll say, Brian. How about this? Because the scaling guide is 9 to 15 minutes, all right? If you get to the 14-minute mark and you're fighting to finish your the 8th round, we're going to call it at 8. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if you finish that 8th round, let's say 10 minutes in, then I say go for it. Let's just finish it. Even if it puts you over the 15-minute mark, who cares about that part? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll let you know when I describe talk about the intermission portion of this, you'll understand what I'm saying. But when I call 14 minutes, if you haven't completed your 8th round yet, you're going to call it at 8 rounds. You're going to finish at 8 rounds. But if you haven't, or if you have, let's say before the 11-minute mark, you've completed 8 rounds, then go on for the 10 rounds. It doesn't matter if it takes you 16 minutes to finish. Don't get too hung up in that, okay? So now let's move on to no equipment versus minimal equipment. So we start with 7 burpees. That's across the board for both WOD options. And then for no equipment, it's 14 straight leg sit-ups. For minimal equipment, it would be ring outs. So remember the ring outs. Which one are you doing, Audrey? You're gonna do rings? Okay, good. So just remember they start at your hips and then you're pushing into that hollow position to where your biceps ideally are up by your ears, and you're creating that nice hollow position, and then you're pressing, bringing the rings back to your hips, okay? You'll do 7 of them. And then, Brian, you're familiar with straight-legged sit-ups, right? Or straight leg sit-ups. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to do, instead of the toe taps, I'm doing no equipment, but I'm going to do the 25 single unders.
That's absolutely acceptable. So how this will go is every 2 minutes, I'll let you know that you need to stop, and you will need to perform your 25 toe taps to at least an 8-inch elevation, or you do your 25 single unders. So Audrey, are you going to be jump roping or doing jump roping? Yes. Okay. Well, that's easy peasy. So do you have a way of tracking your rounds, guys?
I'm about to get something to write on.
Okay. Just because it's a lot and it's easy to get lost in the shuffle.
Oh, I need count also? No.
Well, you need to track your rounds.
Yeah, no, okay. Easy.
Yeah. So remember, for the bingo card, if you're playing for that today, if you're going to put that as one of, you need to log your times in Wodify, okay? Or not, yes, because today is 10 rounds for time. So make sure to look at the clock when we complete it and log it in either option. Like I said, if you do the no equipment option, Brian, and you just opt to do the single jump ropes, just put that in the comments section. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying?
I usually do when I log my stuff. Okay. I didn't start the bingo and all that. I've got way too much on my plate to
That's fine.
try to play bingo.
All right, friends. So you're going to need to get to your station that you plan to do your burpees at.
Let me.
Are you good, Brian? All right, Audrey, thumbs up. You're good? All right, guys. This has a 3-second countdown. 2, 1, begin. 7 burpees. After your 7 burpees, you're doing either 14 straight leg sit-ups. Audrey, you have 7 ring outs. You're doing great. Right now, let's save some juice for the later rounds. Just try to think about consistently moving at a pace that you can sustain. Good, Audrey. You just do 7 of those, Audrey. "15-second warning, 10 seconds, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You now have your 25 single unders. So your goal is to not get interrupted by these intermissions. You want to finish your rounds as fast as possible. You're picking up where you left off. Good, guys. That's it, Audrey. Beautiful, Brian. 15-second warning. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes. That's it, guys. Stick with it. Good work. Fifteen-second warning. 10 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes. Hang in there, guys. I know you're feeling it, but let's try to pick up the pace just a little bit. Good. Take a breath. Do it again. Good, Brian. Good. That's it, Audrey. You got it. That's it. Fifteen-second warning. 10 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes. All right, we just hit over the 8-minute threshold. Remember, our magic number is 10 minutes. If you finish your 8 rounds before the 10-minute mark, you're going to go for 10. That's it, guys. Just keep chiseling away at it. Ten-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 25 jump ropes. And I will say this, if you just want to do the 10, let's do the 10. You don't have to quit. Keep going if you want. Ten-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 25 jump ropes. Solid work, guys. Keep it up. Good, Brian. Ten-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 25 jump ropes. Good. You got it, Audrey. You're doing fantastic. Keep it up. Good, Brian. 10 rounds. Beautiful. Ten-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump rope. You got it, Brian. Stick with it, okay? I'm glad you made the call for 10. Let's go.
I'm going for 8.
You're going for 8?
Yeah, start
Sorry. Keep going.
Huh?
Keep going. Eight or 10, it means nothing. Just keep doing it. You're doing fantastic. You got it, Brian. All right, friend. 10-second warning.
Help me to count.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes. I'm sorry, Audrey.
Um, I did 7 times jump rope.
You don't count that. You're just doing your 10 rounds of the 7 burpees and your 7 ring outs. That was the time. How long did it take you to finish all 10 rounds?
15, 12.
Okay, then that's your time.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to make sure that I count right the burpees.
The burpees?
I'm going to count again. Okay?
Well, it's just your total time. You don't have to put your reps.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if I count 10. I believe I did, maybe a little bit more, but I need just make sure. But I recorded, so then I can count.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Good, Brian.
I did 13.
You did 13 rounds?
Yes.
URX plus. 10-second warning, Brian. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes. Good, Brian. Come on, tackle it and let's go. Yes. Good, Brian.
Yay!
Come on. Ten-second warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 25 jump ropes, Brian. Come on. Good. Keep it up. That's it, Brian. Come on. I think you were at 22:46. Is that what you got?
2:45.
Good. It's over. Good job.
I did 10 rounds. I did 10. I didn't do 8.
Good.
That was
Good.
Holy shit.
You did fantastic.